All right, this is chapter 15, part 5. So here we want to talk about molar solubility. If we know the molar solubility, we can calculate the KSP. If we know the KSP, we can calculate the molar solubility. Let me explain what this means. So what is the molar solubility of calcium fluoride? To solve this problem, you need to write out the equilibrium expression. Notice how there's a coefficient of 2 in front of the fluoride ion, which is in group 7, it's a halogen. Now, we set up an ice table here, and we assume we have one crystal that's large enough, and pure water that has no calcium ions and no fluoride ions present. And then what we want to do is go ahead and solve the, ice table and calculate what x is. So this is going to go down by some amount, this is going to go up, and this is going to go up by 2x because of that coefficient of 2 in front of the fluoride. And so you have 1 minus x, x, and 2x. And step 2 would be to write out an expression for the KSP. So, this is a solid, so it doesn't enter into the equilibrium expression. We've got 1 calcium and 2 fluorides, so we have F minus to the squared, okay? And then here you would go to your appendix and look up what the calcium fluoride is. It's 1.5 times 10 to the minus 10th. And that's x times 2x squared, okay? And we've talked about the algebra of these coefficients and all of that before. This comes down to 1.5 times 10 to the minus 10 is equal to 4x cubed, okay? And you, on your calculator, divide both sides by 4. So you have x cubed is equal to 3.75 times 10 to the minus 11th. And find that cube root button, which is on most calculators. And what I get is x is equal to 3.3 times 10 to the minus 4. Okay, 2 sig figs for my starting 2 sig figs of data. All right, so I have x. Now, that's the answer, 3.3 times 10 to the minus 4th. So what we're saying is that this amount of substance that dissolves is x, and basically it's telling us how many moles of calcium fluoride per liter of water, solution can dissolve, okay? So x is the answer. We can express it with units. It's 3.3 times 10 to the minus 4 molarity calcium fluoride, okay? So this is the maximum concentration we could have of this crystalline substance. If we tried to make more of it, it would just make more solid. Okay? Why don't you give it a try? Calculate the molar solubility of magnesium phosphate. KSP is 1 times 10 to the minus 25. Okay. All right, and that brings us up to the end of this portion.